let's say Sam only wanted to make $100,000 this year. And say, I'm just making up stuff. And Sam's up $400,000. How can you screw that up? Oh, the market's great. I'm going to go take a shot. Okay, no problem. As long as you do it with profits. The problem for everybody, including Sam and everybody, is let's say you start with $20,000. You want to make money. Now here's the ridiculousness things of messages I get. I get so many great messages, but I get some really, really ridiculous messages. Sam, I got laid off. I have $20,000 to trade. Can I make $200,000 this year? I'm like, it's not hard to make $200,000 if you're patient and you're going to wait till you get profits and then go with profits. But Sam, I have $6,000 in bills and I only have $20,000. I have to make $6,000. Well, wait a second. You just said $200,000. Now you're at $6,000. So now you take the first trade, and let's say you took it yesterday, and Amazon goes up. We bought them at $7.50. They go to $12 in 5 minutes. In 5 minutes. In 10 minutes, they're negative. Did you take the 5 points? Oh no, but Sam, I only bought 2, but I needed to make $6,000, so I didn't sell them. And now they're negative. And now your account goes negative, and your $20,000 is down 1,500. And then the market's down today. Oh, but Sam, I need to make it this week, so you're going to chase it. Is today great? I don't know if today's great. If Amazon goes positive, I know the market's going to explode up. But I'm not telling you it's going to go positive. And this is the problem that causes spirals from people. This guy starts with $5,000 and he wants to goes, Sam, can I make 15 this year, total of 15? He wants his account from 5 to 15. Okay. So he makes $5,000 in 3 days, and then he blows up. I don't even know what to say. How can that happen? You're going to make $10,000 all year long. You made 5, and then because you got one play wrong of 1,000, you chase and chase and chase and chase and chase within a day. Now, because Sam is brilliant at this stuff, I know this is true. This happens. I did this chasing in 1992. I did this because I told you 100 times I would take 10 to 100. Look, you would literally freak out if you say, Jesus, Sam took 10 to 100 10 times in 2 months. I told you this. I can do this 10 to 100 over and over again. But I can also take it back to 10. Because at that point in my life, I wanted to make millions. And I didn't want to make millions in a year. I wanted to make it in a week. I know this. I know you are the same way. I know everybody is the same way. This is human nature. This is the big thing you have to overcome. If you overcome this, Jack is saying, oh my God, point is imperfect. Yes, it is. If you overcome this, you become good. And I came up with it because I couldn't overcome it because of my tendencies. I came up with, I'm going to take half and move it to the other account. And then I can take 1 to 100 and then half's out, so I have 50 left. I take that back to 10. Then I take it back to 100, I take 50 out. And all of a sudden, I'm building my account. Know this. Today is the first day the SPX is lower. And I know people are going to go in there right away and they're going to buy Amazon and Netflix and all this stuff. But you got to wait. Maybe we're down today. Maybe Trump screwed this up with this wall stuff, and we stay down tomorrow and Monday and Tuesday till we start back up. But a put is on the market, so we're not going to crash. We're just going to work lower, and maybe that happens. That's okay. Okay, that's okay. You have to chill. And I keep telling you this stuff because you guys keep sending me messages in the middle of the day. What trade can I do next? What's good next? What's good? Every 5 minutes I get a message from somebody, either here or Twitter. We get a lot of people. What's the next trade, Tam? What can I get? I'm like, just wait. I will post the next trade when I'm ready. Oh, no, I don't have anything. I sold everything. I need to buy something. I need to buy something. I can't sit here with nothing. I'm telling you, this happens. This happens. I understand it happens. But upside or downside, there isn't a trade every 2 minutes. Now, you could have bought puts like Steve said. And if the market reverses in the first 5 minutes, you're stuck in all the puts because you are not good enough. Absolute fact, there's not one person I know in this room that is better than me. And I'm no good at buying up and down. I'm no good at buying up and down. I've told you that 100 times. I am good in the direction of the move and finding the ones that can go 1 to 10, 1 to 20, 3 to 20 in the direction of the move. I am not good enough to buy puts last night, sell them this morning, go back into calls, and then if we drop lower, go back into puts. But I know you guys are. I know you guys are because you guys think you are. Okay? That's what we got. What's going on, Mr. Steve? Morning rant. Hope that helps.
Okay. So when you said, well, Steve says buy puts, I said yesterday was selling off, but did I post any puts that I was buying? I said, no, I don't want to be short because at any second we can get news from China or we can get something else out of the ongoing battle with the shutdown and the wall. Okay. Just know eventually the wall will be built. The other thing is that, I'm not a big gambler. And Sam says he has to do things the way he does because of his tendencies. Sam's a gambler, but he's a damn good one when it comes to stocks. Now, football's a little different story. Somebody asked why, or I'm not going to the LA Cowboy game. I can't afford to do that. For one reason, it's a medical reason. I have a blood test on Monday, and if I go there and I drink mass quantities and eat a lot of bad food, it's going to blow.
Wait a second. Steve is telling you he's trying to fake the blood test so he gets better results, and then he'll drink and eat like crazy on Tuesday. Nice.
Well,
okay. I really understand you trying to fake.
Well, wait a minute. I've lost 60 pounds, so I'm not breaking it. I'm just not, I don't want to be tempted. After the blood test, I can go a little bit crazy, but not a lot crazy. And you have to have people watching you because you can't do it either, but you do.
But it's an epic day tomorrow, so you should come. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Anyway, another time. So let's just talk about what's going on here. So the reason I wanted to talk about this, I had mentioned a Big Mac day for yesterday, the night before, because when I first went on the site, and I want to talk about this McClellan oscillator for a little bit. When I first went on the site, it showed this as being 330 and then 340. And I didn't look at what it was earlier. I mean, I've trusted the site. Then he corrected it to 286 and 340. But today we have the actual number 340 to 354, which is a Big Mac day, which means today or tomorrow. Okay, used to be up to 3 days that we would have a large move, meaning from high to low, and it could be. What?
Can you please be more precise down to the hour?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me go back to the history of this. Now, other than me posting this for the last 6 years in the room, there's been very little talk about this. But in the last couple of weeks, everybody's on the bandwagon, which makes it less effective. You know that. Once everybody gets wind of anything, it becomes less effective. But when we have gotten into this area and when the market has pulled back, and everybody knows this now, the pullback has been 3.6, 3.9%. I mean, right away. So when everybody's looking for something, it happens from time to time. The weight of everybody moves the market. But 9 out of 10 times, it doesn't happen when everybody's ready for it, okay? So, and the history of this, Tom McClellan, who lives not far from me, has been doing this for quite a while. His parents did it before. And when I first saw this is 1982, when Larry and, well, anyway, they're too big. I can't think of their names right now. I've said it before, a big trader. Two traders would come on the Financial News Network, and they would talk about this. One of the guys really liked it and what it meant, and then the other guys would have their picks for the day. They were actually great guys for doing that. And I'll post the names when it comes to me in a few minutes. Anyway, so here we have it right here. Well, this is the biggest we've seen since January and March of 2009. All right, and if you want to correlate that, that was the beginning of the bull market again. So, all right, so that we've talked about that. Business Insider, I love to hate, comes going to the border to talk about this. Can't find a way to get it done. Let's see if we got anything else in here. Sandy the bartender. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, okay. The thing about this is people talking about this thing and prenups and stuff. These people worked for W.H., I think, W.E. Shaw in New York. They were in a brokerage firm, analysts. They met. She asked him out. They got married, moved to Seattle here in New York to start Amazon. So they started it together with money from his parents, and they raised 21% from locals. It would have cost you $50,000 to get in to buy this. Two of the stockbrokers that sat next to my broker got into this, and they're billionaires now too. Anyway, she's not. And they've been separated for at least a year and a half, and he's been appointing his neighbor where they live in Seattle, which is just a couple houses down from the founder of Microsoft. I don't know why I'm having a memory problem here. Usually don't. Bill Gates. Anyway, so it's bullshit that there's going to be a problem with that. That's all I can tell you. And both these people are driven. Let's see here. Elon retiring the cheapest models. You know, if you can only make so many. 6 things you don't need to know about Warren. Look at this. He's a pilot. You don't recognize that. That's a P-51. Fighter jet, Cadillac of the sky. Helicopter pilot, and she got involved in his space, you know, in his space. Oh, Chick-fil-A. Oh. What else we got here? Okay. So, I don't see anything else. Here, interesting. Larry Williams was one of the traders, and Tom DeMark was the other trader. So it comes to me. I guess I haven't had enough of my high-powered white tea to get on thinking.
Okay.
One more.
Okay. Let's start the recording. David has his phrase. David, if you have anything, let me know. Type it in, or I can unmute you. Okay. So good morning, everybody. 110, 110. Want to start with the ratio? We got some new people. They're asking about the ratio again. Sam uses ratios in trading. The best one. The best indicator, there is no better indicator ever than the SPX ratio. Sam created it because Sam's the one that taught it to people. And no, I mean, it's so simple and so straightforward, people would freak out. If the Dow is up 100, SPX is up at 10. Typically, it's 10 to 1. That's it. It's that simple. Typically, it's 10 to 1. So let's see if you can do math. If the SPX is up 200, I mean, if the Dow is up 200, SPX should be up 20. You can do the ratio two ways. Okay? So if the Dow is up 200 and the SPX is only up 15, it should be up 20. Right? You just divide it by 10. It should be up 20. So it's only up 15. That tells you the internals of the market are weaker than average. If it's up 30 and it should be up 20, that's telling you the internals are stronger than average. That's it. It is that simple. So let's say you wake up in the morning and you wake up late because that's what you do, and then you complain that you missed the trade at the open. Let's say you do that. And the SPX is up 5. Just times it by 10, and you before you even look at the Dow and you say, okay, the Dow should be up 50. And the Dow's up 100. You're like, oh, wow, the SPX is weak. Or let's say the Dow's even, and the SPX is up 5. You can say, wow, the SPX is strong. On days that the SPX is strong are good SPX playing days. On days that they're weak, they're very bad. Why is that? Let's say the Dow's up 100 and SPX is even. No, let's say the SPX is up 1. So if you're using that ratio, if the Dow goes up another 100, SPX is only going to go up 1 more point. How are you going to make any money in SPXs? But it also tells you if the Dow goes down 100, your SPX is going to go down like 10-ish. So it's a good put play. Better put play if you're playing SPXs. Now you can use the same ratios for other stuff. I use it all the time. I don't stress them because, but I have hundreds of them in my head instantaneously. If the Dow's up 100 and Amazon's up 10, if the Dow goes up another 100, Amazon should go up another 10. If Amazon only moves 1, you say, wow, now Amazon is weaker versus the Dow in the last 5 minutes or 10 minutes. You can use all these different ratios. Now, the ratios don't work weeks and 6 weeks at a time. There's somebody eventually is going to ask me today, Amazon's up 100, Dow's up 100, Amazon's up 10. So every time Dow goes up 100, Amazon's going to go up for the next 2 weeks? Really? Okay? It's a daily thing. But if you go look at SPX over time, 1 week, 2 week, 3 week, 4 week, it will come back at about 10 to 1. So if it's super strong, and say SPX is up 40 and the Dow's only up 100, in the next 2 or 3 days, that corrects. That means the Dow will go up huge and the SPX won't go up much. Okay? Just know that. It's the most important thing you will ever learn. And just learn how to do math. Times by 10 or divided by 10. You just move the 0. Okay? Steve's going to do a class on that. How to divide by 0, by 10. Okay? You can't divide by 0, but okay. But divide by 10. Okay. Goldman Sachs. Just sitting there, not doing much. Basing, got another downgrade yesterday. We know this is going to go down. They're going to put money into a reserve for this whole thing. Okay? So the next wave will take it lower. So just wait, chill, relax. Right now, beginning of the year, it's strong. SPX up 10, down 10. That puts it at, see, look at where it closed. Sam's number 2583 just sitting there. Okay, down 10, down 11, 2572. Yesterday we were way up, we came lower. Amazon within the first 5 minutes came lower. See if it reverses today. If this market is to continue to go today and tomorrow, Amazon is going to run pretty fast. Okay? See if they believe this. And the SPX goes. Okay? Now we bought those 2600s on the SPX for Friday at 5. We sold them at, 8? We took 3 points in them. They went to 14, and now they're 5. trading market. Stocks go up, stocks go down. SPX goes up, SPX goes down. Manage your account and come up with a plan of what you really want to do, but not even the plan is your risk tolerance. Just answer this one question and you will do good. If I put $2,000 in an option and it goes to zero in 5 minutes, do I not mention it again? Or do I get all giddy? At some point, you'll reach a number. If you put 100 in and it goes to zero, are you okay? If you're okay with that, then that's your risk tolerance. If you put in $2,000 and it goes down $300 and you're like, oh my God, it's down, then that your risk tolerance is $300. I mean, this is very simple to find out. You will find out within a minute of what your risk tolerance is. Okay? Find that out and it will make you a better trader. Okay? SPX back through 2588 can rip to 2600 and then we see. Okay? And then we see. Underneath is 2562, 2548. NVIDIA, not down a lot today. Isn't this interesting? It's not down a lot. Does this rip to 146? If it goes to 146, would me imply that it's stronger today. Okay, now we know they're going to miss. I told you this. Who's the next miss? We just don't know if they guided down low enough, if they were smart enough. Look at Apple. Sam told you if Apple pre-announces, it starts going up. It's the bottom. Did NVIDIA do that? Don't know. We're going to have to find out. Wait, chill, relax. And then we see. 146.10 will probably move it. Downside under 138. Bad. Google L. Fails always, every single time. We're going on, 14 weeks, I believe, that it's been a garbage trade. Complete sucker trade, they got us in this week, but complete sucker trade, and you can almost say only a complete fool will buy Google right now. Sam was a fool yesterday. He bought some Google. Okay? Because it doesn't move and you can make no money on it. Are you a complete fool? I'm telling you. If something fails 14 weeks in a row and never has a second day, never has a second hour, how is it any good? Just chill and wait. Doesn't work. Upside or downside. Does not work. Amazon. Down on Bezos. The thinking is she gets all her shares and she sells all of them. Here's my thing. Do we care? How long does a divorce take? Really? You can't even make this stuff up. On an upgrade, it goes down. So not good. 1631, if it holds, if we can get that close over 1676, it can get to 1700, and it will take an epic move to get through 1700 on Friday. It has to get through today. If it doesn't, 99.9% chance it does not get through 1700. I'm telling you. It doesn't go through major strikes and hold. It can get to 1703, 1709 and hold on a Friday. It just doesn't. Okay? So just know that. Okay? But if it can get there today and get through, then yes, it can go. Okay? Just know that. This is same thing on the downside. It takes, unless you get a huge bad news, it's not going to go under 1600 tomorrow. Very hard. Very, very hard. Yes, it happens once in a while. Once every 26 weeks. Once every 50 weeks. It happens. But it's very hard. Apple. First day yesterday. If this gets through 157, get out of the way. That means they truly are buying tech again. Just wait. Netflix. Down a little bit. I would like to see Netflix, if it gets to 116 or 316 in the first 5 minutes, and he gives you an opportunity to buy the 322.50s at $1.50, I don't think he's going to. At $1.50, you have a possibility that it gets back to 320 pin. That means those go immediately to 250. You're not going to make a ton unless it gets through this 321, 322. And then you have an opportunity. So just wait, chill, relax. Okay? They're selling it because all these people that play percentages say a stock that goes from 100 to 50, if it goes up to 60, it moved 20%, I can't buy it again. Even if it happens in a day. Silliness, but okay. Tillery, 86 beast. Let's see what happens. ISRG. If this opens and gets down to 506 today, we're going to get back in. What a trade. Some people held them. We sold them. We took 5 points. But some people held them, and they took 15 points. Very nice. The news is good. If the market stays good, because they have to guide. They didn't guide. Because the pre-announcement, they didn't guide. On the guide, if their growth is still huge off of the 900 number, this thing is going to go to 551, 572. Boeing upgraded. Whoa. Steve knows Boeing. It's upgraded. Steve's not like, he's Mr. Airplane. Even though he was Mr. Sub, now he's Mr. Airplane. Okay? Upgraded. 450 target, not 350. Let me tell you, if Boeing rips 351 and gets to that 356 beast today, 356, the market will go positive. The market will go positive. Very hard for the market to go negative if Boeing is up 15 points, 12 to 15 points. Know this. Baba moved all the way to 153, down a little bit today. Watch it. This is the whole China stuff. See what happens. CMG trying to break up, runs on Friday. If it can get to 506, it can run to 521. Nettie's huge move yesterday. Another one that moves and then fails. Under 251 is 242. Upside over 262. Big. Tesla, complete move. How about this? Everything is about to break up, and Trump tweets. I told you. His tweets are now notoriously negative for the market. The market, it doesn't matter if you like Trump or hate Trump. I'm just telling you what is. Okay, what is every time he tweets, the market instantaneously says, sell, I'll look at it tomorrow. I don't even want to do this. Okay, just know that. Doesn't matter what he says. Okay, it's notoriously negative. Tesla, see if it pops through 341 and hold. Needs 344, 346 accelerator. May have to use next week. It's set up very nicely. But is the market? I mean, look at the stuff I've heard here. The ridiculousness. Oh, the market's moved 10% up from the bottom already. Well, it was at 2,300. So you can't play it anymore. Might as well just go on vacation to LA. Really? Okay. We're going to be in LA, obviously, tonight. We'll get together tomorrow. If you want to meet with us, message us. Everybody have a great... Oh, forgot. Where'd my questions go? They vanished. That's why I don't see them. There they are. Hold on. That's it. The only thing out there is the Morgan Stanley upgrade of Boeing to 450. Everybody have a great trading day. See you in chat. Thank you, Mr. Steve.